Yo, what's going on, guys? Like, start notification bell because I'm gonna get into this right away. Season 3 of Invincible was peak. I'm just saying it. Beautiful masterpiece. I wanted this video to come out. Well, it's Thursday when the episode came out, but I wanted it to come out today. But I'm recording this late because I had to take my grandma shopping. So it's actually I was really about to schedule the video for today to tomorrow, and then it came out like a minute before I went to the minute when I went to do that. It was really my videos come at 3. It was 3:01. But anyway, back. Let's go back. Um, it's amazing. Like genuinely, the animation the first 6 episodes was rocky. I have to say there were some good moments, there were some bad moments. I mean, the Powerplex episode looked pretty good, but then there were some worse moments. I do like the characters were all amazing. I'm not gonna get spoilers, but when I do, I'll give you guys warnings. I'll give you guys a warning. I'll do the first half non-spoiler, second half spoilers. So obviously the character is amazing. You got Rex. Rex redeemed himself amazingly. Invincible. Mark. He's amazing. Oliver. Good character. All the characters amazing. I mean, even Debbie gets enough screen time in her relationship with Paul. Paul's the go. He's not. Thank God he's not like Paul from Spider-Man, because Paul from Spider-Man is terrible, and Paul has no reason to be in Spider-Man, but Paul has a reason to be invincible. I love all the character relationship. Alan and Omni Man work amazingly. Fun, they're great, good together. Battle Beast coming back. Battle Beast is the goat, by the way. Battle Beast is peak. I can't wait to see more of him. It's so good. The action in the first few episodes is rocky. I mean, there's the moments, of course. Like there's a lot of PNGs, yes, because they are saving their budget. I think the one I noticed the most was at the very end. There's a part. Actually, I'll get into that later. I'll get to later because I don't want to spoil what it was. But Mark and Eve were literally PNGs standing there, not even moving an inch. And then it's just all the characters were amazing. The animation could have been better, but still, like the story also flowed so well together. Like none of it was too much, but none of it was too little. Of course, it was again, I guess, too little because I always want more. But like, it was just amazing. Every character had their chance to shine, and every character that shined did amazingly. Mark and Eve, of course, shined well. You know, they're kind of the mains there. Oliver shined. He had his moments. I mean, Omni Man Allen obviously shined. Battle Beast had his moments to shine. Rex, Robot, all that. And even like even Debbie and her new boyfriend Paul had their amazing character moments, which like those help you bring it down back to earth. Also, the voice cast was incredible. Um, hearing Jesse Aaron Paul as Powerplex, I just couldn't get Jesse Pinkman out of my head. They really could have easily slipped in. He can't keep getting away with this in the voice lines, and it would have fit perfectly because of the context of his character. But yeah, no, it was just all amazing. So now I'm getting at spoilers. So here's a big warning. Spoilers. So click off. So first, R.I.P. Rex. Rex was the goat. I mean, Rex's character was so perfectly done in the show. He's not as good in the comics. He's kind of bland after. Like they gave him all this redemption. He's growing as a human. You see him finally. He's up there. He's like getting better. He has his relationship with Ray. He's like learned to become a better friend. He's like Mark's best friend now. Sorry. And like it's just all so good. Like Rex and all that. And it's like it's just amazing. Like his character is amazing and his sacrifice was beautiful. And I like the part at his funeral where Rudy decides to rename himself Rex, but he also decides to have his robot give the speech, him speaking through the robot, because he doesn't want because since he is a clone of Rex now, he doesn't want Rex's face to be doing the speech or to be saying that he's Rex, because if he knows, then it feels like he's replacing him and is diminishing the meaning of his funeral. And also, this is a scene where you see the Mark and Eve PNG, just all character PNGs in general. It's funny, but yeah, it was just a good scene. Also, The Invincible War, amazing. All different variants of Invincible are great. Sinister Mark is cool. All that. All the animation was awesome. I love the characters. Armstrong, God, Armstrong being coming back. Poor little Armstrong. I can't say it for some reason, but like he had his moment coming back, and I think the overall like overarching like theme of kind of the I feel like the season was sometimes like Invincible doesn't want to kill, and Oliver does want to kill villains because Oliver's thing is they're villains. Why not kill them? And I think and Cecil's the opposite. Actually, Cecil and Mark are like, no, we don't kill villains. But Cecil's like, villains can get a chance to redeem themselves. And I think all three of those are such like a mix into like one story of like Mark realizing sometimes you have to kill the villain because like he realizes when, especially during Invincible War, that's when he kind of realizes what Oliver's saying. Armstrong comes back and lets off all Invincible, killing all those people. Then that's when Mark is like, maybe he's right. Sometimes you can't just like. Sometimes you have to do something because he he realizes no matter what, Armstrong's gonna come back in something. Some villains are just gonna come back and keep tormenting, killing people. While he also, and that's why he kills Conquest because he realizes he can't not do that. But it also teaches Oliver that it's not okay to kill every villain. There are sometimes they're just you just gotta lock them up. And Cecil's trying to teach Mark that there's always a second chance, a redemption. So that all three of those just work so well together for an overall arcing like theme of sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not, and sometimes you have to give them second chances. And Powerplex's was amazing. I talked about him, but he really killed his wife and tried to blame it on Invincible. He fried them. It was like Invincible. Bro is tweaking the entire season. But again, you kind of get where Powerplex is coming from in a way. It is semi Invincible's fault that everyone died, even though he didn't choose to kill everyone. He was still part of that fight, and but you also realize no, he's kind of wasn't all his fault. But of course, Mark was kind of the one who Mark is always holding back. And maybe not as many people would have died if Mark didn't hold back, which I think is another lesson Mark is like getting. And Mark realizing he can't just forget those who died. He has to remember them and fight for who died. And I think that's just amazing. Like that's just good character. That's good character. It's just oh sorry. My neck is like really hurting. It's just like all of it was so perfectly wrapped in a bow. It's like I don't think there is a weak character. Oh, okay, no, never mind. Immortal and Duplicate, Bum Mortal, God, Duplicate and Bum Mortal, Immortal, the strongest hero. There's not a single scene where he's not getting bitched by Invincible. Like anytime Invincible is not on screen, he's like, serves Invincible right to get punished or serves Mark right. He can't do anything he wants. And right when Mark is on screen, bro does nothing. He sits there like the good little doggy he is. Mark is like crashing out for a valid reason. If Cecil installed a weapon in his head, and it's like, no, really, he installed a weapon in his head and he's mad. Like that's just it makes sense. It all makes sense. It's just like you get you the Immortal sucks. God, Immortal sucks. And he almost dies. He gets beat by a single Mauler twin. The entire league, the Guardians of the Globe, sorry, get beat by the Mauler twins. And you have what's so-called the strongest man alive. I just want to remind you, during the Invincible War, Tech Jacket took out two. Powerplex took out, I think, either one or two Invincible clones. Best Tiger, a blind man with guns, was giving Invincible or one of its, I think it was Sinister Mark he was fighting. He was putting the work on him. Wolfman took out Invincible, spawned in the comics. I was so mad they didn't put Spawn in, but I guess it makes sense because Spawn is really breaking like that. They cut some other characters, but like all these people, Donald, the assistant to Cecil, did more than him. Donald, do you understand how useless the immortal is, and he's died 5 times. He's not the immortal, and he's out here being like, when Mark goes to the future, nobody could kill me. I just want to die. Man, you've died 5 times. You almost died to the Muller twins. You can find somebody to kill you. You are not the immortal. And then people like all 5 immortal fans would be like, well, immortal. He was Abe Lincoln. Okay. He sat there for 2,000 more years, being like, oh, slavery's fine. Like, I'm sorry, immortal is not the goat. The one good thing he did was be Abe Lincoln, and even then, he still sat there for years and let it all happen. Is Immortal's a bum, and Duplicate's even worse. She really told Rex, you didn't go through as much pain as I did. I'm sorry, you were a clone, sitting there, not feeling your clones were feeling all the pain and stuff, and you were sitting there in a cabin, and Rex got his head shot in the head, his arm destroyed, and he had to 1v3 the Lizard League himself and won. You did not experience worse than Rex. You are a bum. And they're out here like, I'm gonna retire. We can start a family. Immortal, you have done nothing the entire show. Immortal's such a bum. I'm sorry, that's like my least favorite thing about this season. Immortal sucks. But yeah, no, Mark's character was amazing. I love him and Eve's relationship. He just goes through so much character. It's just amazing. I like how they had Conquest fight at the end, just with Mark, because Eve and Oliver were the only ones that would help him because everyone else doesn't trust Invincible. And this leads to even more tension between Invincible and the people because another threat has appeared because of Invincible. And I think the best part about it is Invincible is just somebody trying to do good with the powers he has. He doesn't want to be this giant hero, but he feels obligated to be a hero because he has this responsibility. It's like Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. He knows that he has to do this, or else people will die. But he also knows doing this will also cause people to die. But whether he does it or not, the Viltrumites are still going to come invade Earth. And that's just great. Alan and Omni-Man in space work so good. My camera zooms in now. Don't mind that. That's just adjusting. Omni-Man and Alan were great. I like him having to like convince Omni-Man to come fight again. Battle Beast coming back was just great. And overall, the entire season was great. I love Paul and Debbie's like down to earth moments, like Paul realizing I'm just a normal dude and they're superheroes. I don't know how I can relate. And he wants to be a good father and he wants to be part of the family, but he's struggling to. And Debbie having to like help him be like, no, blah blah blah, you'll be fine, Paul. And it's like you see him, he's like there for Debbie. He's in the whole Invincible crisis. He brought her to his house because why? Because the Invincibles are gonna know to attack the house that he lived in. And also the one masked Invincible, I felt so bad for him. He was literally like, I miss my family. I feel like him, and what was the other one? There was him and another Invincible that I felt like were kind of just bad products of their environment. They kind of just had it off worse, but they could have been better if they were given better options. And that's why I just felt bad for Master Invincible because he just misses family. He kind of seems regretful of what he did. And then there was, I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire. I'm just saying, it's crazy that was the first episode that came out after Black History Month. I'm just saying, that's crazy. That is wild. But all the Invincible Mars variants were super good. I don't like the Cap Invincible. That looks really stupid. The Mask Invincible is cool. I like Tracksuit Invincible. They're just Sinister Mark is obviously the best though. This just all the designs were like amazing, and it's just Invincible season 3 was just amazing. The story, everything, the action could have been better. Like the animation was better first 6 episodes, but those last 6 episodes they really brought it home. That's all I really have to say for this video. Want to thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.